I'm the base manager and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Now my friends, today we are gonna be playing the game for 30 cycles, and in those cycles I would really like if we could gain access to this cold biome so that we can start creating some oxygen. Cold oxygen at that. Is just me going crazy, or does that look like freaking natural gas? Isn't this... or whatever, my friends, disregard that, I'm sorry. Now, like I was saying, gaining access to this would be pretty nice. We kinda need some better oxygen production facilities, so let's just build a ladder and explore that a little bit. Now, before we get into the rest of the video, I just have a quick announcement to make to you guys. Now, it's not a good announcement, by the way, but throughout time, many of you have asked either in the YouTube comment section or in Discord for suggestions for editing softwares, and I always told you guys to use the Filmora because they were really nice. It's easy to use. They would always upgrade your version, especially if you had bought the lifetime plan, right? You pay once and they upgrade your version forever. I bought Filmora 9 and they updated all the way to Filmora 11. Unfortunately, with new version, that is no longer the case because apparently lifetime is a couple of years and not really lifetime. So, for all of you who I have been suggesting throughout time to use Filmora because they always upgrade their versions for free, well, they no longer do that, so take that into consideration if you are yet to act on that suggestion. But with that out of the way, unfortunate news, I'm afraid, out of the way, let's just get into this. Now let's build a ginormous ladder so that we can access this area. Now, the fact that we have this thing over here is actually pretty cool because we can have a double tap this biome, quote unquote. You see, usually I melt every single biome with my temporary oxygenation chamber, right? Because, you know, I choose this specific so that we can cool the oxygen before we inject it into our base. However, we now have this thing which spews very cold water. Very cold water, and this water is so cold we cannot convert it into regular water because otherwise it will freeze. But if we run an oxygen pipe through the pool, eventually the temperature will rise to the point where we can convert this brine into usable water, which is very nice, and it's going to prevent the biome from going completely melted. So it's a double advantage, you see. Also, in the comment section, one of you let me know that I was about to do something very stupid. Thank you so much. Because if we plug the polluted water into the output of the water sieve, I'm just gonna add polluted water into the clean line, and that's no bueno. No. I would never get rid of it afterwards. So thank you so much. That is gonna save me a tremendous headache. Now, Patchbird also has suggested a few extra things, like using a timer sensor to prevent this thing from working all the time. Because if we go over here, we can see that this thing is activating for tiny packets of water, and you know, it's using full power for a tiny packet. If we use a timer sensor, we can just wait for some water to accumulate, and then this thing can turn on. So basically, it's something along these lines. Come on. Do I have enough? Yes, I do. Something like this. If we had an AND gate and whatnot, I would just use an AND gate so that this thing activates when this and this is active. But you know, for now, this is good enough. Well, even though we were a bit unlucky with our initial biome, we got pretty lucky right here. Because usually I need to dig out a bit of the ice biome to put the chamber, but this time we actually have a good biome in which we can build our oxygen chamber, and then I just pipe the things into the cold biome, and that way we prevent a unnecessary dig out of this environment. The longer we can keep the ice and snow in here without mining it out or melting it, the better. Because if you mine something out, you only get half. So for example, there is like 500 kilograms of polluted ice over there. If you mine it out, you only get 250, and therefore you only have half of the chilling capability of the stuff, right, that you mine out. So, you know, this is actually beneficial. Let's kind of mine out a bit of this biome and then try to build our chamber over here. Oh, also, a small tip, my friends. If you want to dig out a biome, you should just put your ladders like 6 tiles apart instead of 4 tiles, and that's because the dupes, once they are in the ladder, they can dig... Wrong key. Get out of here. They can dig 2 tiles downwards and 4 tiles upwards. Alright, so while we are waiting for the biome to be mined out, how about we... no? Oh, no power. That would explain it. Oh, past me already built this thing. There we go. I just have a tendency not to... how should I put it? Not to connect things, so that we are absolutely certain that everything is as it should. Okay, so we got rid of everything. So what we do now is we come over here, put these on priority 1 so that they don't go around collecting polluted water from God knows where, and bring it over here. No. I just wanted the oh, there is still water in here. Oh, I'm sorry. I just want this water over here. I don't want every single bit of water in the map. I just want to get rid of these oxygen producing thingies. Well, I was like, man, this initial biome is so small. Yeah, no wonder, we are already at the edge of the map. Yeah, I keep forgetting how small these spaced out maps are. Oh boy. Yeah, well, I mean, when you put it like that, the initial biome is roughly 50% or more. What is this? Where did you come from? You didn't come from here. This thing is like... I'm confused. Oh well. That's okay. Sure. I'm glad it decided to fall over here. I mean, I can clean it out later, I think. No, it's too much liquid. Of course it is. Okay, that's fine. I'll crush it. It's okay. In any case, my friends, what we are going to do this time, I usually create like the most basic of chambers, but this time we're just gonna make a miniaturized version of the bell-shaped chamber that I usually like to do anyway. So instead of just creating that ugly ass chamber, we'll have something along these lines. 1 tile, 1, 2. Unfortunately, I don't think this thing can be symmetrical. Maybe we can make it a little bit symmetrical, right? And then we... You're joking, I don't have the electro... Oh my lord. Where is the electrolyzer? Electrolyzer, where are you? Wow, okay. Please build me that, but in any case, we'll put the one electrolyzer right there, another one right there. Those things are 2x2s, so I think that's gonna be fine. And then 1 tile space, 2 tile space, and we put that bad boy over there. And then we go like this, and bam, 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 and bam. And bam, there we go. This is pretty much what we want. Let's cancel that so that they have access to the inside of the chamber. And now it's just a matter of getting this thing built. Okay, that is done. I'm also gonna need a few automations, bits and bobs, such as the end gates. Yeah, we definitely need these things. So that we can, you know, control this thing a little bit better. We need the buffer gates. I always forget the freaking buffer gates, but this time I'm speaking about them before I build the chamber, so I'm not going to forget the freaking buffer gates. Okay, base manager, please don't forget the buffer gates, everything works much better with it. We also are going to need a few extra refined metals, my friends, because in order to keep the temperature in check within the chamber, we kinda need... It's not obligatory, but it's nice. It's a good thing to have. We need 2 metal radiant radiant liquid pipes or metal pipes, okay, in here and in here, bare minimum. Why? Because the electrolyzer gets a tad bit toasty and it tends to overheat over time, and that's bad because this chamber is closed without access to it, you see. So these metal pipes will transfer temperature from the water from the water into the electrolyzer, keeping it stable, and then the electrolyzer will use the water to create the oxygen. The oxygen will be slightly warmer because the water is hotter as well. I think the temperature of both things are connected, but that doesn't matter because the oxygen is then vacuumed out from the chamber in here where it is chilled out and then brought into our base. Now, my friends, when it comes to new blueprints, we got this set over here. I was and I am considering bringing Steve aboard because we are gonna need ranchers. We need at least 2 of them. And this one is actually not that bad. It needs light to sleep, but it's, well, it's one of those things, right? Right now, Steve is gonna suffer a little bit because I'm not gonna give him any light because that will disturb the other dupes. But then whenever Steve gets a room, for himself, we'll put a light there. A new problem. Welcome aboard, Steve. Yeah, it's not gonna be cool for you now. In order for you to get there, you're gonna be turned into a farmer. By the way, Camille is once again ready to roll. Sure. There we go. So yeah, Steve ranching as fast as possible. Whoa. Ah, okay. For a moment I thought he started with that much debuff to morale, but no. Okay, let's just try to get this thing done. Okay, when it comes to parts, I think we have it all. We already have the gas sensor and the pressure sensor over there. Oh, buffer. I almost forgot. I can't believe I almost forgot this. It's not buffer gates, it's filter gates. Alrighty, 1 filter gate right there, and 1 filter gate right there. The way this goes is goes right there, goes right there, goes right there, and then bam, bam. Now the reason why we need this, especially for this one, okay, is because this is going to be programmed for hydrogen. And the thing is, well, let's say this thing farts a tad bit of hydrogen and that puff hangs out around here, even though this is completely filled up with oxygen, by the way, right? This thing would activating this thing, which means the pump would take oxygen through the hydrogen line. If we put a timer on it, let's say 5 seconds, that cloud will eventually move away, deactivating this, preventing this from sucking out the oxygen in the first place. The objective is to fill up all of this with sweet hydrogen before activating the sensor. That way we almost guarantee no oxygen leave through this pipe. Now, in other news, we are going to get a small storage for each line. We're gonna have 3 lines, not exactly full, or maybe they will be full, I don't remember too well. So we are going to be producing 1600 grams of oxygen, meaning we will be overpressurizing the chamber. Nice, okay, that's good to know. We need another one over here with another buffer gate on this case. Yeah. Man. This is getting a tad bit filled up with automation. Now the objective for this one is to prevent these things from working when the chamber is overpressurized. Given that we'll be producing more oxygen, then we'll be able to extract from the chamber. That way we'll be saving on power, and trust me, these things are power hungry, well, a bit power hungry, and therefore there is no point in activating them, these things or these things, if there is like no purpose of having them active in the first place, right? In this case we are going to have a buffer gate so that whenever we reach a pressure, let's say, I want you to send a green signal when you are below 1000 grams. That means whenever, let's say, the chamber reaches 900 grams, this thing turns red, and the buffer will keep it active for a few extra seconds. Or am I thinking on this backwards? Let me see. Yeah, okay, no, the automation is right. My first instinct was correct. Instincts never lie. So yeah, this thing is connected to a filter gate. The objective is to pretty much prevent the chamber, gas pumps from activating whenever the chamber is not exactly stable, because there might be a packet where the pressure is slightly greater than the rest of the chamber, and that would induce a false reading, right? That way the filter gate guarantees that we have above 1000 grams. In here, we want these things to activate when they are below 1000 grams. And let's say that we start vacuuming the gas, but we can keep up, and therefore the chamber eventually is going to pressurize above 1000 grams. We want this thing to keep on working for 5 extra seconds because they are still not over pressurized at that point. However, the sensor is going to turn red. Yeah, that's pretty much the objective, so that we inject a little bit more oxygen and we have this thing rolling for longer. Now, this thing, as we already spoke, is the hydrogen sensor for that little bit. Everything else is just waiting to be made. Now, usually I like to put radiant pipes in here as well to keep these machines in check. This time we're going to use granite, because granite is the poor man's radiant pipe, let's just say, right? Right. I mean, at this point we all know how good granite is at not keeping the temperature inside of the pipe, right? So yeah. Now, my friends, when it comes to additional blueprints, we are not going to accept any of these. However, looking at Lyra reminds me we need to start getting operators. If we see someone like, for example, with +7 or +9 to operations, we should take them, because, yeah, like, we need someone to operate the machines around here, even though we are going to automate most of them. Some machines still need to be punched, or pressed, or, you know, operated in the first place. Oh, hello, what's this? Crater Flux O.N.I. I've discovered an experiment designed to analyze the evolutionary dynamics of crater mutations. Once it has gathered enough data, it could prove extremely useful for genetic manipulation. Okay. Suppose we have to insert a couple of craters in there, huh? Oh well, in any case, and moving on, I need to bring this power line from here all the way over here, because I'm not gonna run these wires all the way in here. That's not going to happen, because we're gonna have a mess over here of wires already, so I would rather bring a power wire all the way over here, the main line, I mean, especially because we're gonna need it anyway. But that's gonna be a bit problematic, because I already created a ginormous mess over here in the first place, and so, yeah. Not fun, let me tell you. Yeah, like I said, my friends, I have yet to build this thing, and I am already regretting, because it's more spaghetti. But I tried to hide it as best as I possibly could, so that because this wire is super ugly, my friends. Look at this. -22 decor. It's like mega ugly. The dupes really don't like it. So we kind of want to hide it as much as we possibly can, so that the dupes don't have to look at it like for as long, right? But yeah, we need that power over here. Besides, it's going to be useful. We need a power line going from one edge of the map to the other. So, you know, this could be quasi-permanent. Now, my friends, there is only one other issue that only now entered my mind. You see, unfortunately this time the map generation wasn't very kind to us, shall we say. There is one thing that we need, and well, I don't really have quite the access to it. Can you guess what it is? Can you guess what I actually need to go grab, but I don't have easy access to? Yeah, my friends, yeah. Usually the game, like, kinda spawns a thimbleweed plant in a easily accessible location. In a location that you don't have to dig through thousands of germs to go grab it. And this was not one of those times. Like, it is the very first time that I'm playing ONI, and the game did not spawn a thimbleweed, like, for example, yeah. Right, in an area where you don't have to touch the germs to go grab it. And that's mighty unfortunate, because, like, we only have this one, and this one. that I can see. Like the other stinky... Oh wait, there is one over here. Man, this is gonna suck. Oh wow, we got pretty lucky this time, my friends. We got some copper in the printing machine. Pretty cool. Now, we are almost done. When it comes to the oxygen machine over here, we just need the final thing, which is the water. The power is kinda done. Well, kinda done. There is a little bit of a corner over there that I missed. But yeah, after that we are gonna bring a ginormous pipe from here all the way over here. We're gonna create a couple of reservoirs. Should we run low on water, you know, it's not a terrible idea. Besides, if we want to run some automation, these liquid reservoirs will be pretty useful. We can put like a valve in here somewhere and then have a wire run all the way over here, connected to the valve to prevent, you know, having water stuck in the pipe, because, you know, it might freeze, it might boil. Due to shifts in temperature, right? And that's never good. Almost there, just a few extra bits and bobs that need to be built, but you guys know one thing that I just thought of. We have this cold water over here, right? And one thing that we always need is a little bit of steel. This thing is actually going to be useful for multiple reasons. Now, I always like getting steel is kind of one of my checkpoints in a playthrough. The faster I can get it, the happier I am. I know it is possible to get steel before cycle 50. We are not going to get that this time, but it's going to be very close, my friends. It's going to be very close, because we already have the metal refinery. We are going to put this bad boy over there, use some of this water, and make ourselves a little bit of steel. The faster, the better. Because we need that to make... Stop! Why? I know that our food situation is not the greatest, but come on. Yeah, but in any case, my friends, in any case, the faster we can get access to the steel, the faster we can make aqua tuners, and the faster we can start controlling the temperature to get what we want. And now, moving on into the blueprints, what do we have? Oh, look at that, amulets. None of you is operator. No, let's go. Amulets are pretty nice, especially when our food situation is this bad. That's fine, I'll just make more of this. You know what, in the early game, food is a problem. Just make more of this until we can actually make gristleberries and sleet wheat and all of that jazz. That's like the... that project is like second in the list of things that we need to do. First, we need to get this, then we do the airlock, and after the airlock is done, then we focus on getting a large enough space to make the farmhouse. Okay, final checklist. Wire. Let's do the wire first. Wire. The wire is live. Okay, now, just as a precaution, right now, we are gonna turn off these things, the gas pumps, make absolute certain that they don't activate. Okay, so, wire, connected. Well, not really, apparently. Why? It's connected there, it's connected because we don't have any power? No, we do have power. Then why? What seems to be the issue with you? No power, what the hell? I'm a dum-dum. Oh, god damn it. I wired these backwards. No one saw anything, okay? No one saw anything. Anyway, as I was saying, wire is live, power is on. Okay, up next we need the water. Connect that and cancel that. And then connect that and cancel that. Oh. Connect that as well, and then just to be extra safe, disconnect that. So we should get this pipe full any second, and after we get some water over here, this thing simply is going to kick into life. Now, the very first time this thing is activated, I don't want the pumps running, because there is going to be an explosion of hydrogen. Well, not really, because we didn't vacuum the chamber because it just filled with oxygen. But still, I want things to stabilize before I activate the pumps, and after everything is stabilized, then we'll activate the pumps and start thinking about redirecting this oxygen into here. But first, we need to create this bit over there. So yeah, I'll just monitor the situation for now. Let's take a quick look, please. Split. This thing sometimes can be derpy. It didn't derp this time. Cool. Alright. So we now can see that Are you joking? I have 20 freaking grams. I can't believe this. I'm not going to vacuum the chamber for 20 grams of carbon dioxide. I suppose some machine will have to be damaged. I don't care. I'm not... No. What? You know what? Whatever line ends up with those 20 carbon dioxide is the line that is going to oxygenate the base. Okay? God damn it, game. Why? In any case, now that we can see the hydrogen has been stabilized, we are gonna go over here and we are gonna say, I want you to activate if there is above 1000 grams of pressure. You are good, and you are to activate after 5 seconds. Above, I said. There we go, and now, there we go, we are starting to vacuuming the chamber. That leads to this thing activating. Pretty cool. I just want to make sure the hydrogen... Oh, wait. Damn it. The hydrogen goes down. Pretty certain we just pulled a little bit of that stuff, which means I need to make this a little bit more pressurized. Okay. Okay, luckily no hydrogen was picked up, but that's fine. There is a quick solution. We just need to pressurize this chamber more so that the hydrogen doesn't fall downwards so easily. Okay, perfect. I think I found the correct balance. Because, yeah, like, these sensors, they need to be balanced out. You always want to have a certain pressure inside of the chamber, because otherwise the hydrogen is just pulled into the gas pumps. However, if there is a sufficient amount of pressure, the hydrogen does not behave like that. It's one of those things. Maybe there is a scientific reason for it, or maybe it's just oxygen not included being derpy. In any case, this is the easy fix for that. I just need to monitor this for like a little bit more to make 100% certain, and then, well, I can leave this to its own devices forever. But this thing is temporary, so eventually we are going to deconstruct it. You gotta be joking. Frankie, how the hell did you get yourself trapped in there? Oh my god. Frankie, that's... I can't believe this. There we go. Get out of there, Frankie. Jesus. These dupes, they are trying to get themselves murderized, I tell you. Okay, the final thing left to check is the hydrogen is gone. The hydrogen line, is it gonna be good to us? Let's see. We need this thing to operate correctly, otherwise it is going to just push the hydrogen too much into the oxygen side, and that's no bueno. But at the same time, we don't want to get any hydrogen in there, so... Yeah, I think everything is cool. I think we're good. Alright, my friends, let me tell you, this project is taking so much longer than I anticipated. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. But oh well, at least this part is now working. And, you know, that's good and all. Now, the top reservoir was the one chose to be the one that goes into the base, because the carbon dioxide was in there. I don't know where the carbon dioxide is now, but it was in there, I swear. Well, I don't know. Yeah, there it is. Gas pipe content 20 grams. So, yeah. This is what we are gonna take into the base. I also am gonna need a little bit more support over here. Otherwise, the dupes won't be able to build that part. And, yeah, we're gonna have 2 reservoirs going into the suits and 1 into the base. The reason for that is once you get the suits, your dupes will spend most of their time in suits, not, you know, inside of the base. And therefore, yeah, they need more oxygen into the suits than into the base. How? Oh my god. How did this get in there? I don't know. What a mess. I'm trying to be as not messy as possible, but yeah, apparently from time to time these liquids just get all funky and whatnot. Well, when we put things into perspective, I wonder why it is taking so long. We are close to the planet's surface, my friends. Look at this. This is the biome before the planet's surface, which is unbelievable. We're like, yeah, like, wow. So yeah, this is a temporary project, which is spans all of these ginormous areas. So yeah, no wonder it's taking so long. I really hope that in 10 cycles we can get this thing rolling. I'm getting a tad bit worried because I was expecting to be working on the airlock by now, and yet I am still very far from it. Oh my friends, this final pipe over here is pretty much the thing that is holding us back, because this thing must be made out of insulated pipes, otherwise this would serve no purpose, right? And this thing is so expensive that the dupes need to go back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. Unbelievable. Well, at least Marie is overjoyed, which means she's running as fast as lightning. Look at her going, that's pretty nice. At least one of them is motivated to get this project done. Like, when you only have like 3 things remaining is when they take the longest, my friends. God, they only need to build this thing over here, which is gonna take them some sweet time just to get there. And then this thing. The dupes don't like to be inside of this pool of freezing brine. I wonder why. So, like, they dip their toes in here, they build something and they just leave. They just, nope, nope, I'm not. And then they get themselves sick, of course they do. Oh my god, I have 3 cycles to finish this project. Come on, dupes. Come on. Now it's pretty much all hands on deck. Everybody's gonna get a nasty cold, my friends. They are all gonna be pretty much sick with hypothermia, but you know what? A hot shower fixes it pretty quickly. So you guys, come on, just tank the hit from the hypothermia and get this finished. Come on, we just need this thing, I think. Yeah. It's just that, and we can connect that, and then the entire system should be coming to life. Come on, dupes. Come on. Here we go, my friends. Here we freaking go. It's done. It's done. It's completed. Here we go. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, we have oxygen going into the chamber, into the ice-cold chamber over there, at 28 degrees, right? Let's see what the temperature of it when it comes out. Alright, -20. -20 sounds like a good temperature to me, my friends. Now, you might think to yourself, that's a tad bit too cold, is it not? Not really, my friends. Like, the temperature in here is a nice 25 degrees. We have some machines generating heat. Therefore, like, yeah, this thing will barely shift the temperature. It's more like it's just to keep the temperature as stable as possible. Besides, the temperature of the oxygen itself is going to increase slightly over time, so it's not going to stay at -19, -20 for very long. But there we go, my friends. No longer are we dependent on the freaking algae. We now have oxygen coming straight into our base, into the lungs of our dupes, and it's pretty chilly, which is pretty nice. So, I would say mission objective achieved, although it took me the entire freaking episode. I was expecting to have half of my chamber already built, but no. That's fine, that's totally fine, my friends. One objective at least was achieved, so I'm happy with that. Very well, my friends, since we didn't get to do any exosuit stuff, let's set up for the future, right? This thing needs to be built, it costs refined metals as well, but well. Now, one brave dupe will have to go and grab ourselves some thimbleweeds. And let me tell you, that dupe is not gonna be happy. In fact, we are not going to be happy, because the second we get in there, we are gonna release the freaking slime lung, polluted rock. Oh my god. Why must this be so terrible? I hate this part. If we don't do things correctly, we can contaminate our entire base with the disgustingness, and we don't want that. Luckily for me, future me will have to do this, not present me. It's a problem for the future, you see. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go over here and grab this seed, or is either that, or I'm just gonna mine straight into this one over here, because there is already a bunch of fibers ready for collection. One of the two. Ooh, new mutant seed discovered. Where? Okay. Well, it's gonna stay in there for a very long time. But in any case, my friends, with the remaining time that we have, which is not a lot, I'm just gonna mine out and start building the this floor over here, because I'm pretty certain our exosuit chamber is either going to be over here, or in fact, what we might do is we place one exosuit chamber on each edge of our base. We put, like, for example, 12 suits in here, and another 12 suits in here. That's 22 suits. Roughly 25 dupes can use that system, because there is always someone in the base like doing cooking and whatnot, so we only kinda need those 22 suits. So yeah, I think I might do that this time. Instead of just one chamber, we actually have two, and then in the center we'll have like the item cleansing thingy. I don't remember how it is called, the thing that requires chlorine to get rid of the diseases and whatnot. So yeah, we might have that in the center, and then the entrances, like for example right here and right here. Yeah, I like that. I like that plan. Hopefully future me will remember it. But in any case, my friends, this episode is almost over, but I'm pretty happy with the results that we got. At least I got to get this thing operational. Now I need to find a way to burn this hydrogen. Unfortunately, a few grams of oxygen got in there. I fixed that by increasing the time over here to 10 seconds. So yeah, that's the only oxygen we are going to have to worry about. But yeah, we need to burn that, we need to make our exosuits, we need to burn more power as well, because those exosuits are that bit power hungry. Besides, having this thing running all the time is also gonna burn a bunch of power. So yeah, we have a bunch of things to worry about, my friends. There is plenty of projects for us to do, but that's all in future episodes. So, with all of that said, my friends, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is the Base Manager signing out. Bye bye.